Yes, I know I'm running a little late. I was on Times Now, Navika Kumar's debate on Kangana Ranaut's account getting suspended, West Bengal, and all those issues. And actually, I am not very surprised with Kangana Ranaut's account getting suspended, which in Twitter language is permanent ban. There are three types of things Twitter does. One is it locks you out of your account, saying delete this tweet, forcibly delete this tweet. It does that sometimes. Then it restricts your account, as in it will not allow you to use your account for 3 days or 7 days. Third is when it suspends your account completely. So I am not surprised that this has happened to Kangana Ranaut, not because of what she said, but because of the inherent way in which Twitter operates. So I will talk about two things, and that is why I do these lives, and I will take your questions. One is on West Bengal, what is happening there. Second, on Twitter, Kangana Ranaut, not because of Kangana Ranaut, because of the larger issue of a foreign company having almost a political monopoly, because Twitter is the most political platform, right? As different from Instagram and Facebook, I would say is mixed, but definitely different from Instagram. So almost a monopoly of a company openly left-leaning. Freedom of speech in India. What are the laws in India on freedom of speech? Why does this happen? So a bit of discussion on that also I will have. And if you are joining for the first time, please subscribe and join live. We are again in terrible times of COVID and lockdown. So I probably would be doing a live every night around 10:30 after TV debates are over and everything is over. So I will try to do it between 10 to 10:30 every night. And if you want to join in, have your questions or listen to me live, this is the YouTube notification. And Facebook, I don't think so I put the English on Facebook, but anyways, I put other videos on Facebook, so you can do that. And all of them are with the same name, Ishkaran Singh Bhandari. I am lucky that I have not ever met anybody with the same name yet. So I get all domain names and Gmails. But now coming to the serious thing. What is the serious thing? So Twitter suspended Kangana Ranaut's account. And some people are saying they did it after her post on West Bengal, saying that the Prime Minister should do some roop, should become Virat roop, etc., etc. I am not very sure that is the tweet because of which they suspended her, because there is no transparency. Twitter will never say we did it because of this exact tweet. I think that is because their legal team has told them that if supposing you do for X exact thing, and somebody who reads it can find that there was nothing objectionable in it. So if you have a specific problem that you did it, somebody can legally object to that specific problem. And I will discuss what happens if you legally object to it. So they always put it in a general way. I did not even see the Twitter statement, what they issued on Kangana. I'll tell you why, because I know what sort of a bull, what sort of utter nonsense. It will have 20 lines without any one line meaning any one thing. That is why I didn't even look at it. I presume it would be something like that she has been indulging in conduct and behavior not suitable to the policies of Twitter, and this is not the first time she's done it, blah, 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 which is what we call legal corporate speak, so that you do what you want to do without giving other person a specific chance of going to court or finding out that this action of yours is arbitrary and that you have allowed other people to do something similar or worse. Abhi on Times Now debate only, what's the name? Sharjeel Usmani's some tweet was shown. रोहित सरदाना एक बहुत बड़े पत्रकार थे हिंदी जगत के. वैसे पत्रकार को डिवाइड नहीं करना चाहिए हिंदी इंग्लिश जगत में, सब कुछ करते हैं, पर वो बहुत बड़ा चेहरा थे, बहुत लोकप्रिय थे. उनकी कोविड से मृत्यु हो जाती है. You know what this guy tweeted on that? And so many of them like this. 1 second, let me show it. It's live, so we have time, right? So let me show what this guy tweeted. And Twitter did nothing. Like nothing. I mean that. Here is a person who has just went away because of COVID, right? Oh, let me find it here. I want to show this tweet to you. I'm trying to find it in live time, real time. This guy, to somebody's unfortunate death because of illness and a young death, where every death is very bad. It's a young death. Yeah. Here I found. Yes, I found it. So Twitter found nothing wrong in this. See this. This you have to see. Yes. See. Just to expose the hypocrisy. So Rajdeep Sardesai tweets, more terrible news, friends. Well-known TV news anchor Rohit Sardana has passed away. Had a heart attack this morning. Deep condolences to his family. Right? That is what anybody would say. This gentleman is somebody who goes because of heart attack, COVID. He was under COVID care. Sociopath, pathological liar, and genocide enabler that he was. So he's calling a person who passed away, Mr. Rohit Sardana. I had the opportunity to meet him. Very nice gentleman, very nice person. Sociopath, pathological liar, genocide enabler. Shall not be remembered as a journalist. This is a blue tick. And they don't suspend him. Is this not hate? Is this not hate speech? I'm asking you a very simple question. Somebody has passed away, and this guy calls that gentleman a sociopath, pathological liar, genocide enabler. And this is a journalist who, frankly, has never been in power, is not a chief minister allowing violence in his state, is not a minister allowing violence in his state. Right? Just a journalist. At worst, what this or any journalist does is has a speech or an opinion different from yours. That is all any journalist does. His speech or his opinion is different than I speak here. Some of you will not like what I speak. Some of you will like what I speak. That's all I'm doing, no? Nothing more, nothing less. I go on TV every day. I speak. Some of you will like it, not like it. I don't have police with me. I am not having gundas with me, that I could be doing any of these dirty things this person said. For just a person's speech when he's no more. This guy speaks this. Forget this guy. Iski mentality aisi hai. Okay. The question I ask you is this. Did Twitter suspend him? Did Twitter suspend him? No. The Twitter has him verified. The Twitter has him verified. And he gets to write in places like first post. That's just one example. And there are many more examples like this. I think, what was that lady's name who got bail? Who got bail from court because she was pregnant during Shaheen Bagh issue? I have actually forgotten. She got bail because of it, and I have literally forgotten what her name was. But what she did, she had some such similar dirty comment. Let me exactly find it out. She got bail on a humanitarian ground. Right? And yeah. Okay, I found it. 1 second. You should know. And I honestly had felt somebody is pregnant. Even me, I'm telling you bluntly. She was accused of some serious crime. And I felt, anybody would feel, you know what, when I feel sympathy for people, now I feel Does one have to evaluate the sort of people they are before you feel sympathy for them? Does that mean I become that hard, that harsh, that inhuman, that for a pregnant woman, if you have sympathy, is that a bad thing? I don't think it's a bad thing. Yes. What she speaks on this is a trailer for Godi media. आपकी मौत का भी तमाशा बना दिया जाएगा. This is what you have chosen for yourself. This is what you have chosen for yourself. You have only yourself to blame. Are you people human? This is what you have chosen for yourself and you are to be blamed. Yeah, what does one say? Oh, found it. Yes, found it. 1 second. I want you to see it live time. Okay, what sort of... And I had sympathy for her. This is a trailer for Godi media. आपकी मौत का भी तमाशा बना दिया जाएगा. This is what you have chosen for yourself. You have only yourself to blame. No sympathy, no passed away, no that you left young, very young kids behind you. Nothing. 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 Did Twitter do anything? Nothing. And then when you ask the bias, I can give you documented examples. Somebody like me, Twitter will never verify. I have been in court in some of the biggest cases of this country. I am 1,000 followers, forget court, 1,000 followers, 2,000 followers, Twitter accounts as journalists get verified or leftists get verified. I have what, 3,50,000-60,000 on my Twitter. They would never verify me. And then I talked to some people who are in the know. They said, Bhaiya, you are too right-wing, you are too nationalistic, and then you make sense. Because you don't just go without logic explaining conservative or nationalistic positions. That is something they don't like. If I was to explain nationalistic positions in an angry tone, say it in a manner which is, something very extreme and probably right, but not backing up it with a logic, then they could still verify you. But they do not like to do it with people who come calmly and logically demolish the other side. That is the thing they hate the worst. I laughed. Doesn't matter. You verify me. People who are my friends verify me. Your ISBP family verifies me. That's why you listen to me. But they would try to stop you only at every time that they can stop you. That is the mindset. Doesn't matter. But I'm just telling you the mindset. So what I had done once, before 2019 election, I had given a representation to the Home Minister that Twitter is a threat, not only because of this bias. There are two parts of it. Bias and threat. Bias part is when it shadow bans somebody, when it deletes somebody's followers. This is all big media does it. Social media does it. That is okay. That is the bias part. What is the threat part? Threat part is they have so much power, they can manipulate elections today. They can manipulate elections. And how do they do that? They do it by trending and making things visible to you, way more visible to you than you would ordinarily see, by reducing, I will take all of your questions later, by reducing the reach of genuine people and highlighting some people. See, we are living in an algorithm world. Understand the danger. I don't want to get into an even wider discussion, but we live in an algorithm world. If anybody read about US elections, and I had this beautiful book I read. I wish it is here. It must be in my other library or something. I read a beautiful book on surveillance age. Surveillance Age of Media. Beautiful book. Where? Okay, I'll give you one example. One example, and that was even before this. So if you go to a big departmental store in US, if you go into a big departmental store, they did a study. A woman, they wanted to increase their sales. I'm giving you one example of how powerful algorithms are. So they wanted to increase the sales. So they did a cataloging of, supposing in January, as a woman, I'm giving you one woman example. As a woman, you buy in January certain pills, you stop buying birth control pills, you start buying certain foods which are nutritious to you when you are either planning for a pregnancy or pregnant. So everybody has a card there, right? So they studied what you bought in January, algorithm. Once they found out that you are buying these 10 things, then in third month, they started mailing you and sending you ads of products you would need in third month of pregnancy. Then if you bought even one of them, they knew you were pregnant. They started selling you things you will need in sixth month. Then they would start selling you what is called prams and all this. Just depending on what you bought in January, every 2 months they would push ads at you, push pills at you, some of which you may not have, energy pills, vitamin pills, all that stuff. Based on what you buy in January, they will start sending you products for the next 9 months and even 10 months. This is the algorithm world we live in. And this was a study by a departmental store. And it sounds very logical. If obviously a woman who's been purchasing birth control pills stops purchasing it, then either she is planning for a family or she is in the family way. And then supposing you start picking up one or two magazines or buying products which are early stage pregnancy buys, then they know. So that is how algorithm, and these are lakhs of people shopping, lakhs of algorithms. And one study said that they sent a mailer before the woman had even told her husband or in the house. That is how good the data is. That is how good and how powerful the algorithms are. This is the world we live in. I'm just telling you the algorithm world in just one supermarket. So understand, with billions of dollars, just by the news you watch, what you click, and there was a huge study on Facebook, how people, by studying the data, see, man is a creature of habit. I'm getting into a wider issue, I know. Man is a creature of habit. Have you heard that line? Habit is the second nature of man. So what is your habit is your nature. So when they see you on Facebook listening to certain type of things, they know these things will trigger you. These things will trigger you. It could be atrocity to animals. It could make somebody very angry. It could make somebody not angry. So how they do it? Very normal thing. If atrocity to animal makes you angry, they could show a politician with a fake news being cruel to an animal. Now you could like that politician, but because your Facebook has one stupid unknown website with a stupid article showing to your face that this politician is cruel to animals, you start disliking the politician. You start hating the politician. Habit is the second nature. So they know you will hate it. They push that to you. See how they have managed your brain. They have spoken nothing directly against the politician. They have spoken nothing pro the opposition. Just by a picture of a politician, fake, being cruel to animal, knowing you're an animal lover, they have changed your vote. This is how powerful the algorithms are. And आपको पता भी नहीं चलेगा. Subconscious. आपको पता भी नहीं चलेगा. 4 बारी when you see this, you just start disliking a person. You don't even know why. You can't logically explain it. But your vote has turned. And they are that precise and that exact. They are that precise and that exact. That is why I wrote that one part is the bias, where they reduce your followers, where they shadow ban you, where they do all sorts of games. That is still the lower level. The higher level is how it can be used to manipulate elections. Those asking why did it not work in 2011, let me answer you. In 2011, the Prime Minister was a very, very, very strong position. Everybody knew you had won UP with 325 seats. You talk to anybody, it was there. These games are played when it's a 50-50 election. I don't know what will be 24 election. I am very clear that this COVID is a big, big, big health crisis in which the government has not come out very well. Yes, state governments have also been wrong, but center has also been wrong. And you are all nationalistic audiences. Some of you will not like it, but it's a reality. That is my opinion. So these games would be played when it is a tight election. 2019 wasn't a tight election. Supposing it is a tight election, then you will see these games. That is why I said it is a national security threat. Now let me take a question on Bengal violence. Okay. Sir, tell me the name of the book. अरे यार, the surveillance state है, I think. ऐसे मुझे याद नहीं रहता. Who is in charge of West Bengal, EC, governor? Mamta has not been sworn in. Mamta, legal question I'm answering. Mamta Banerjee has not been sworn in. She is to be sworn in on 5th, right? In lockdown, the problem is that, Times Now has just tweeted my debate I was on. So, yeah, you can also see this if you want to. It's on my Twitter. You can see it on these social media things. In West Bengal, PIL on presidential rule. Let's talk about West Bengal, or you want to talk about social media and how important it is more? Your choice. Okay, I will see your comments. Your choice. Whichever one you want me to talk about, I will talk about. How can we become a lawyer in India? Simple, study, pass. Go to a college, study law, pass. Social media, West Bengal, social media. Bhaiya, itna tight election mat karo that it becomes difficult for me to judge. Win, make one side win decisively. West Bengal decisively or social media decisively. West Bengal, social media, West Bengal. Okay, I'll go for West Bengal. I will speak it in brief. There are reports of violence. And why am I saying reports? Because I am not on ground. Right? But what are the reports? Let me start from TMC. TMC is saying these are lies being told by BJP. Okay, fair enough. There are videos, but forget that. BJP could speak lies. But these allegations are coming from Congress. Also, from CPM, communists also. Are communists supporting BJP? Are Congress people crying out supporting BJP? So when the entire opposition is saying it, an opposition which hates each other, it has to be taken seriously. No, this is the opposition which hates. It's not an opposition which is, it's not BJP, it is not communist and Congress speaking. They were an alliance. Congress hates BJP. There is no doubt about it. Communists hate BJP. There is no doubt about it. So when they are tweeting that, and you can see this tweet, which is a JNU, I think, lady candidate of communists in West Bengal who was contesting elections. So, yeah, this one. Aisha, President JNU. Right? What is her tweet? So one second, for those who doubt BJP, it is okay. Not that BJP needs a communist validation, but to make the issue a little bit. Yes. JNU president was in Charcha for a lot of things. TMC should at least respect people's mandate, which was given to you for working for the people of Bengal, not for unleashing violence on our people. Our people are not BJP here. This is communist. Your party cadres are unleashing violence, attacking houses, party office. This won't be tolerated at any cost. So, bhaiya, those who saying these are lies, how do you answer this? This is not me. This is not BJP. But I am not going to talk on Mamta as much as I'm going to talk on BJP on this. I'll tell you why. Because it is the duty of BJP to protect its cadres. It's the duty of Mamta Banerjee also. But one tweet I saw of BJP minister, which I tweeted also, which has made me absolutely furious. You know what this guy said? And I am, okay, you judge it. You judge it. What this minister is saying to a Karyakarta asking for help. Asking for help. You know what he said? One second, I tweeted it, so I can have it on my tweets. You can go on my Twitter. I just tweeted it. I can't find it. 1 second. Yeah, Ishkaran Singh Bhandari. Yeah. Oh, he's deleted it. He has deleted the tweet. He has deleted the tweet. He said, when a Karyakarta was asking for help, I am just paraphrasing, he said, I can come to help, but TMC or some workers will attack my car. Your cadre was fighting for you. You get the fancy bungalow here in Lutyens, Delhi. You become a minister. You get the government security. You get the paycheck. Forget the duty part. And when your Karyakarta needs you, you say this, that my car would be attacked. What do you make of this? What do you make of this? And I tweeted this also. Till how long will we keep saying liberals don't cover this news? Till how long will we keep saying that somebody asked me filing a PIL in the court? Decide what you want from the court. Some of you do not like when the court speaks on COVID. You say it's a policy decision. And this is usually the right wing. Right? And now you want court to tell the government what to do. Don't they know what their powers are? Don't they have any powers? Court can only order something which is there in the constitution. The government can do what is in the constitution. Send a directive. Enforce law. Situation is too bad. Go towards presidential rule. That can't be done automatically. There are conditions to it. So what are we supposed to do? Say liberals don't cover this. Of course they don't cover it. One NDTV, I think, person even justified it. There are people who speak ill of Rohit Sardana, who is on the opposite side, who died because of COVID/heart attack. You think they care? And is this the job of the government to only tweet? The good thing they have done? Very small good thing. I will cover that also. Why should I not cover that? The party president went on ground and yeah, 1 second. Oh, how do I reach it? Yeah. See this. visiting the family. That's this is what happens to the family. Okay, I can't watch it more. I'm sorry. I can't watch it more. I can't watch it more. This is the affected family. You think this is fake? You think this is not happening? And there are this. I wanted to bring this. Modi, oh Modi, kahan ho, Bengal mein aa jao. Are you a human being? Are you a human being? Whatever the name you have used here, Ayan, God knows what's your true name. You see a family member, probably a mother, crying like this in distress, and you find it funny. Do you people deserve to be even called a human being? Are you a human being? I don't think I need such idiots on here. I'm blocking you. But I'm just saying, what sort of... And that is why I said, I have stopped we have reached a stage, let's be rational, we have reached a stage where there is so much of hatred that from COVID to this violence, people find it funny. People find it funny. And saying, Modi aa jao Bengal mein. What are you trying to say things like this to the Prime Minister? Forget whether you like him, don't like him, vote, don't vote. He's the Prime Minister of the country. If you were in US, Secret Service would have probably come to your house and arrested you. What are you trying to say? But that's why I'm saying I have stopped talking about leftists and these people because that's how they are. Question is, what does BJP do? That is the question. Obviously, it's a fake ID. These are cowards. They will always come with fake IDs. These are absolute cowards. They come with fake IDs. Or they come as a mob. Or as a mob or as fake IDs. इनमें ना problem ही ये है. But as I said, I have tweeted this also. Are we only going to be satisfied with outrage? Only outrage. इश्करन ने आउटरीच कर दिया. चलो इश्करन तो बीजेपी का कोई मेंबर नहीं है, कोई पावर नहीं है, कोई एमपी नहीं है. किसी ने कोर्ट में पिटीशन डाल दिया. क्या हो जाएगा उससे? कोर्ट नोटिस करेगा, सुनवाई करेगा. You have the power yourself. You have the power yourself. It can't be that at the same time you don't want the court to interfere in COVID. At the same time you want the court to interfere in West Bengal and tell you what to do. You have the power, no? You do the power. You exercise the power. Then let the other side go to court and say you did wrong. Then you talk about it. आप कोर्ट जाके पावर मांग रहे हैं जो पावर आपके पास पहले से है. क्या होगा कोर्ट पिटीशन में? कोई बोलता है प्रेसिडेंशियल रूल लगा दो, कोई बोलता है इंक्वायरी करवा दो, कोई बोलता है कि केसेस रजिस्टर करवा दो. आपके पास पावर पहले से है, आप उसको एक्सरसाइज कीजिए. लेट द अदर साइड गो टू द कोर्ट एंड से ये गलत एक्सरसाइज ऑफ पावर है. तब तक लोगों की जान बच जाएगी. यू वुड हैव एक्सरसाइज पावर. दिस इज टू मी गोइंग टू कोर्ट is just shrugging responsibility. I'm being very honest with you. This is just shrugging responsibility. I'm not blaming people who are going. What can an ordinary man do? Only go to court. What can an ordinary man do? He can go to court. But when you are in power, you are not ordinary man. You are the leaders of the nation. Leaders. You lead. Leader, the word inherent in it is leading. You don't want a court direction for that, right? Maybe I'm crazy, but I believe you do it. If it is wrong, let the court stop you. You can't have it ass backwards that you go to court and individuals go to court, not government. Individuals go to court and get a direction for the government to do something. That's ass backwards in my reading. Your reading could be else. And let me be very honest. Power without the exercise of power is not power. It's very simple thing. I have this light in my room. If the button is not switched on, what is the point of this light? Then it's just a glass rod. It's only when I switch the button does the power come and it becomes a light. Otherwise, this thing is just a glass rod. The use of power makes it light, it gives light. You don't need a court to tell you that. There are some things you have to go to court for, not in this. So you may find my views very harsh on the government, but when lives are at stake, you have to be harsh. You have to be harsh. There is no time to be soft. When a minister says, my car will be attacked, seriously? Seriously? When you want workers to work for you in election, you know what they do? Call them 500 times. Beg with them, go sit with them, plead with them. The worker will not get a bungalow in Delhi. The worker is working because he believes he needs a change, because he believes in your ideology, because he believes you are a means of doing what needs to be done, A, for the nation, B, for the people themselves. That is why he works for you. That is why he works for you. And when he asks you for help, so in the end, I would just say this much. It is your choice to use power and make this a light where you can see my face, where I can speak, or it is your choice not to press the button of power. Let this be a glass rod and let everything be in darkness. Will there be light of justice? Will there be darkness of evil? Is in the hands of people who wield power. That's all I have to say. Thanks for joining the live. It went for 40 minutes, I think. And I'll try to do it every time. And because we are in lockdown, and I believe we may be heading to a national lockdown. Whether that should be done, not be done, maybe we can discuss it. So subscribe, join. See you tomorrow at 10 or 10:30. Bye-bye.